There's no way. There's absolutely no way. There's no way that Nick Wright just put Jake Browning as the #1 quarterback on Mahomes Mountain. Guys! Hold the fluff up! Nick Wright does Mahomes Mountain. If you have not seen the channel, you might not know about that. I do reactions to it, okay? He put Jake Browning... Okay, let's just watch this video. Just watch this video. Let's play this video. I had to put a thing on the screen again so that they don't take down my video. Whatever. Let's watch it.
That's right. Welcome back to the coldest segment in all of sports. And let me tell you what's been going on at base camp. Usually at 10 a.m., we see a draft of this segment so we can build an argument and I can choose some props. These are my real ones. Not this morning.
Commitments.
Segment you're about to see is so controversial. All it said was redacted in our Google Doc. So you, me, Brew, and Coach are all headed into a dangerous unknown known only as Mahomes Mountain.
Indeed. This was
Never seen
compiled
it.
from 30,000 feet in the air, middle of the night, going from Los Angeles to New York.
Oh, I thought you meant the altitude of the mountain.
Well, we go looking down upon the mountain. All right, let's show who's not on the mountain. Fell off this week, sadly. Kenny Pickett, he got hurt, and Sam Howell, he got eviscerated. So they are off the mountain. Not
All right, so let's break down who's off the mountain here. Hang on. So, okay, so still off the mountain. Bailey Zappi. Makes sense. Okay, Tim Boyle. I think they're going back with Zach Wilson anyway, so that makes sense. Bryce Young, eliminated from the playoffs. Okay. Desmond Ridder. Why was he ever on the mountain? He should have never been on the mountain. Kenny Pickett, man, I hope he does recover. I hate to see that he's out for the season. And then Howell. Okay. I'm not gonna argue with this one, I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna argue with that one.
today, Bailey Zappi, who has replaced Mac Jones, Tim Boyle, who has lost his job, would appear, Bryce Young, and Desmond Ridder. Now, some new people on the 7th row. Welcome to the mountain, Drake May.
Okay. Drake May. So he always puts Caleb Williams on the mountain. That just goes to show the amount of like realistic / thought that goes into this mountain predictions. Drake May, O'Connell. So we got Raiders quarterback. We got a draft pick. DTR, who isn't even playing right now because Joe Flacco is playing. So why is DTR even on this? Who knows? DeVito, Mayo Boy, Derek Carr, and Justin Fields. Oh, the logic that goes into this list is always the greatest.
College football's regular season is over. Wow. Hey, regular season's over. Hey.
Wow.
What do you put the mountain back on the screen?
I'm with
Aiden O'Connell drops a bit, as does Justin Fields. You might be like, they didn't even play. It is a slippery mountain this week. Derek Carr almost got replaced on the mountain by Taysom Hill. That could be coming. He should be replaced in the lineup by Taysom Hill, and I am not a known Taysom Hill supporter. 6th row, Kyler slips a bit.
All right. I'm going through these one by one here because he doesn't really give a reason why some of these guys, and he didn't even go through DTR or DeVito. But anyway, Kyler. Oh, I mean, listen, okay, the Steelers only lost that game because of weather. It really was not because of Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray looked awful in that game. But I give Kyler Murray credit, man. He played good football there. He did. They won, okay? What do you want from me? They won. Gino, okay. Joshua Dobbs, Baker Mayfield. Minshew did actually win, so that's a W. And then Russ lost, but he lost to the Texans, so that's not that much of a loss. Oh, man. This list every single time. It'd be killing me, bro. This list every single time be killing me. Not gonna even lie to you guys.
3 of my favorites stay right where they were. Gino had a great game on Thursday, but again, it's a tough mountain this week. He couldn't move up. Baker, once again, he played well, but he doesn't move up. Josh Dobbs stays where he is. Gardner Minshew, they're 7-5, and he is cooking. Russell Wilson, on the other hand, is having a grease fire in the kitchen because he attempted to cook a little too much. He slips. 5th row. Now, Brew,
All right, 5th row, we got Purdy, Herbo, Jared Goff, Jordan Love, and Caleb Williams. Yeah, Caleb Williams never leaves. I think Jordan Love should be higher. I honestly do. I don't think Jordan Love should be this low. He does not deserve to be this low. He beat your Kansas City Chiefs, Nick, right? He should be way higher on this list. He is amazing. Herbo should be lower. Herbo beat the Patriots 6-0. Move him lower, okay? Move him so much lower right now. Jared Goff, I'm okay with that. Brock Purdy deserves to be higher too. I mean, I say Love higher, Purdy higher, Goff and Herbo down. Get this guy off the list. Come on now. He's a college quarterback, Nick Wright. College.
While the mountain is not left to right, you will notice Brock Purdy has moved over to the left. I'm not sure why. Justin Herbert could only muster 6 points against Wild's New England Patriots. He falls. Jared Goff stays where he is. Jordan Love. Shout out Jordan Love, playing great the last 3 weeks. And Caleb falls as his college career appears to be over. That is where he is for the time being. Now, to the 4th row of the mountain. Tua had an argument to move up, but it was all Tyreek in that.
All right, so now we have Tua, Tagovailoa, we have Josh Allen, Lamar, Stafford. I think Josh Allen has to be lower. He has to be lower. Now, again, he's playing a very tough schedule, right? And that's not going to be easy for him. But the Bengals played a tough schedule too, and Joe Burrow was able to do it. So there's no excuses at this point. He needs to be moved down the list. Lamar needs to be moved up the list. I mean, like, again, like I said, there's only like 2 quarterbacks up here and then 1 at the very top. I say Lamar, move him up the list. And I say move Tua up the list. I say Tua, Lamar, number 1 and 2. I'm sorry, 2 and 3, not 1 and 2, sorry. 2 and 3 is this, and then number 1 obviously is Jake Browning. But I say honestly, move up move up Lamar. Allen needs to be moved down 1. You need to move up Jordan Love. You need to move up Brock Purdy. And Stafford, you gotta move him down. But other than that, I'm not too against this list in the end here.
Particular game, Josh Allen didn't play. Lamar moves down in a bye week, and then Matt Stafford had a monster game against Cleveland of all teams. So Matt Stafford moves up, and what's that? That's Deebo Samuel on the mountain. What is Deebo Samuel?
This man put Deebo Samuel on the mountain. Now listen, Deebo Samuel has all the rights possible to be on this mountain after all that talk James Bradbury did to him and what he put up in that game. He deserves to be on this mountain in every way possible.
Doing on the mountain? Is he pulling Brock Purdy up the mountain? Oh, Brock Purdy!
All right, so hold up. What did he do here? Hang on. So he moved. So he brought. Oh, he pulled up Brock Purdy to the top here, and he put Tua lower. See that now? Okay. I do think Brock Purdy deserves to be higher, don't be wrong. But for him to pull up Brock Purdy and then drop Tua, I think Tua is better than Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy, as the meme is here, that he is being, a lot of it is him, how good Deebo Samuel is. But it doesn't matter. I mean, he has Tyreek Hill, he has Jalen Waddle, he has, all his guys. But I think that, no, you cannot tell me. Can Deebo pull down Josh Allen down here and Tua goes back up? Because I don't think I think that's not logical. That is not logical at all. Purdy is not better than Tua. He's on the same level as Tua. He's not better than Tua.
Brock Purdy! Deebo pulls Brock Purdy!
I will take
like
that.
A nice shirt from Everest. Gets him into the top 10 for the first time in his career. Deebo Samuel.
I know, but he's winning.
What
He's
a
kind of
great
proving-
teammate.
Disproving our argument.
Third row. Jalen Hurts has to slip. The Prince had a valiant effort. But
I mean, the Prince is out for the season pretty much, so yeah, he should be off the mountain, right? If the guy's out for the season, shouldn't they be out the mountain? Like, that's pretty much how that works. CJ Stroud, yeah, he's up there still. Jalen Hurts, yeah, he's still up there. Even though he got destroyed by the 49ers. You could even, if you wanted to, switch these 2 guys around, and I wouldn't really be against the idea. I forgot that this is actually 3, this is 2, and this is 1. So if that's the case, I put the Prince off the mountain because he's hurt. Brock Purdy, I put Tua. I switched Tua and him. I put Lamar Jackson up here. I put him in the Prince's spot. And I'm okay with the rest of that. Just probably those little minor things.
but he was injured. He did play well, though. 9 touchdowns the last 3 games after 9 touchdowns in the first 9 games. And C.J. Stroud, I wanted to move him up. I felt like C.J. deserved to move up. But again, slippery, tough mountain this week, which leads us to row 2. It hurts me more than it hurts you.
Wow.
So he put Jake Browning over Mahomes, and why the F is Dak Prescott number 2? Why the F is Dak Prescott number 2? It's like I try my best to understand Nick Wright, to reason with him, to be logical with him, to agree with some of his takes and not always just clown the guy. But then he does things like this. Why is Dak Prescott up there? Change Dak Prescott with Caleb Williams, and I'm not even going to argue with you. Change Dak with Caleb Williams, I'm not even going to argue with you. And if your argument there is, well, Dak's actually a playoff quarterback while Caleb Williams is not in the league. Caleb Williams should not be on this list. But Dak Prescott should not be this high on this list, period. I don't care what anyone says. I do not think Dak Prescott is that good in any way possible.
Wow.
But you have to drop. America demanded it. Dak could be a top. So I know you're looking at the mountain, you're saying, so who does that leave? Because the top row is not vacant. And let me tell you this, in today's fickle media landscape, where most recent is all that matters, where a guy can go from MVP candidate to his coach, literally asking him, is he going to be benched for Sam Darnold, back to being an MVP candidate in the span of 5 weeks. In that world, there's only one answer for the top of Mahomes Mountain. Reveal it, please. People are asking, is Jake Browning the best quarterback we've ever seen?
I mean, he's making
Jake Browning right now is, we can show you his numbers from last night, and here's just the facts, America. Jake Browning.
All right, let's see these numbers. Completion percentage, 32 for 37, 86.5 completion percentage, 354 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also had 1 rushing touchdown. He had 30 yards on the ground. I don't know if we're going to talk about this, but that's something very important to talk about.
The only quarterback in the NFL in the top 4 in completion percentage, yards per game, passer rating, and yards per attempt. And so in a world where you demand Brock Purdy be ahead of great players like Justin Herbert or Josh Allen or established guys, where you demand Patrick Mahomes fall down the mountain even though he has lived atop the mountain for 5 straight years, in that world there's only one answer. The most recent thing I saw is the only thing I saw. Jake Browning.
It's not bad.
Congrats, buddy. You're atop Mahomes Mountain.
It's not bad.
There it is.
I think that's beautiful. That's the most poetic thing I've ever heard in my life. And honestly, the most real thing I've ever heard in my life. This might be the most best take I've ever heard from, Nick Wright. 1,000% the best take I've ever heard. And number 1, easily Jake Browning. Not a question. On the road, though, I'm not even memeing here. You watch what he did last night. He is special. He is very, very special. And we're going to see what happens the rest of the season and potentially go win a Super Bowl. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one.